What's up, guys? It's time to grab your pen and it's time to grab your paper. It's time to go to class. Alright, so in today's topic, I'm going to talk about how to negotiate your salary or sometimes even your hourly pay. A lot of employers don't tell you, or people don't really talk about it at all, because why would they want to pay you more? So this is how you do it. So salary negotiation can seem complicated, but with some practice, it can also be better facilitated if appropriate for your industry. In other words, salary negotiation should not be done until an employer has made an offer. So here's some things to consider when negotiating. First thing you want to do before the process is you definitely want to research the industry or organization. Some industries don't negotiate. For example, if you work for a government, that just might be set in stone. This is what they're going to pay you. You can still try to negotiate, but it won't be as easy as, let's say, private practices, for example, like Walgreens Corporation or Novant, or even some warehouse jobs. Like, you can negotiate. So basically, first things first, you want to research and make sure you have your background information. For example, you want to see what the normal salary is, let's say, because there's different occupations for people who are probably watching this video right now. So let's say HR, let's say an HR position. You want to research their competitors and see what the median salary is or hourly pay is for that position, and that can be your starting point. So for some of you, me personally, I create monthly budget plans to show me how much money I have to work with every month, left over after I pay all of my bills. So I just suggest you guys to do the same thing, and that right there can give you a configuration of what you want your pay to be. So whenever you go to this interview, for one, you need to understand your worth, and you need to be confident in your qualities and your skills and pretty much everything you list on your resume compared to the other candidates, because they chose your resume for a reason. So it's time to sell yourself. So when you first receive the offer letter, what you want to do is you want to make sure you review it thoroughly. Sometimes they might even call you first and offer the pay. And so usually with a phone call, before they even send you the offer letter, I don't really know how it goes in different areas. Different companies have different processes. So what you want to do towards the end of your interview, you want to ask them, okay, what's the next step and what is the process from here? So most companies, either they're going to offer you the pay during the interview. Some might call you after you leave. It really just all depends. But if they call you after you leave, usually HR or the hiring manager would say, well, we're offering you a rate of such and such. Never take the first offer. Don't do it. Never accept the first offer. So here's why. Because they're always going to increase it. When they offer the rate, let's say we're offering you, this is your rate, you're going to say, well, considering my skills or considering my my qualifications for this position, I would like to receive such and such. And then that right there is going to start the negotiation. That's going to start it. Most companies are going to go up 50 cents, without a question. So here are some cool things that can be negotiated that you may know or you may not know. So first things first, these are, but not limited to, your start date, your vacation leave, your stock options, relocation expenses for, let's say construction business or something like that in that area. Your retirement plans, your signing bonuses can be negotiated. Let's say your parking costs, like if you work at a hospital, that can be negotiated as well. And your technology costs if you're working in the technology field. It's very hard for me to try to direct this video when it's just such a broad span of different industries and organizations that I can really just speak about. So what you don't want to do, you don't want to over bargain. Usually their final clue is something like, well, this is the best that we can do, or this is our final offer. So usually when they say things like that, either you accept it after negotiation has come to an end, or if you feel like you're just too qualified for the position, then I would just find another job. But I don't recommend that, because if you like the company, that's why you applied for it, right? Okay, right. So to all my UNC Charlotte students, you can practice negotiation on biginterview.uncc.edu. This website is so helpful. Also, let me tell you something. This book. Now, this book is very informative, though. So, class dismissed.